In the middle of the 8th century BC, Romulus founds the city of Rome and immediately starts a regional war by kidnapping the young women of the surrounding cities to be the spouses of the young men that flock to his new settlement. What happens next will show some of Rome's most notable characteristics that will come up again and again throughout its history. This is day 6 of reading the history of Rome by Livy and giving you the highlights so that you can tell all your friends that you read a book this year. Okay, so right after kidnapping the women from the surrounding cities, Livy says that those women pretty much immediately lose their resentment and start warming up to their captors. It just takes a few kind words from Romulus and their would-be husbands before they begin to accept their lot. Now, is this believable or is this just a case of men writing women? I don't know, but that's what Livy says. In any case, the women's parents are not so quick to forgive the Romans, and they gear up for war. The first to attack are the men from Canina, who don't wait for the other insulted cities to join them, but rush in because they think the others are moving too slowly. This works out well for the Romans because Romulus leads a counterattack and easily defeats them. He kills their prince and takes his armor to display on a sacred oak at a site in Rome that will later become the first temple. But while the Romans are celebrating their victory, another force from this city called Antemnae invades. But Livy says that this force is just a group of scattered raiders that the Romans can easily deal with. While the Romans are wrapping this up, they have to deal with another attack from the men of a city called Prestumium. They are marching on Rome, but this fizzles out pretty quickly after those men see Rome's first 2 victories and lose confidence in themselves, which gives the Romans a competitive advantage and they defeat them. So things are looking good for the Romans. However, this is when Rome's most serious enemy attacks them. The Sabines arrive. They are led by this guy named Titus Tatius, who Livy calls the greatest name in the country. Now, they actually took their time to plan out an attack, and they gain entrance to the walls of Rome by bribing the daughter of one of Rome's commanders and then killing her as soon as they get inside by smashing their shields against her body. There's not too many details about what happens next, but Livy says that the Sabines pretty much immediately take over the Roman citadel, and this is bad for the Romans. It could have all ended here, but I'm going to cover how the Romans respond to this next time.